Alright guys, today we have our last rankings video probably on this channel as far as the best players in Diamond Dynasty, but we're going to be going over every single player in Diamond Dynasty. Now all of these cards are cards that I have used. They're all pretty much just absolutely nuts, every single one of them, but we're going to be going over what I think is the best and the most important in the top 10 list. Before we get into the honorable mentions, make sure you guys are hitting that like and sub button as we're almost on that road to 2,000 subscribers, so make sure you guys do that and let's get right into the freaking video. So a lot of these honorable mentions are honestly the best cards in their position, but it's kind of hard. Our first honorable mention is going to be Kenley Jansen. Now Kenley Jansen, the dude has just been filthy for me. I know that he doesn't look necessarily the greatest, but he is disgusting. I think he's the second best reliever in the game. He plays so incredibly well that I had to do it for him. He's an animal. I love Kenley Jansen, and he definitely deserved to make this list. Our next honorable mention is going to be Fernando Tatis. I think he's the best shortstop in the game. The great fielding, the great bat. He hasn't really done crazy at the plate. He's hitting 382 with 38 tanks, so he has picked it up lately. But the guy, he's just absolutely great. Best shortstop in the game. He makes tons of plays for me defensively. He's a dog. I'm a big fan of this Tatis card. I think he's the best shortstop. I think he's a lot better than Honus and a lot of other cards in the game. Even Correa, I feel like, just isn't as good. I like Tatis' swing. I think he's very good, so that's why I made the honorable mentions. And our last guy who's going to be down here is actually going to be Salvador Perez. Salvador Perez, I haven't been doing too good with him, but I've seen other people use this card and they just flat out rake with him. I think he's better than Jimmy Fox. I think he just hits better, in my opinion. I think he's a great card. I'm still working with him and still getting better with him. He's a brand new card, so it's a small sample size, so I'm not really too worried about it. But I do think he's the best catcher in the game just because of that pop. He has a great swing. He's got pop. Pretty good defensively. Not the greatest defensive catcher, but he's still a dog, so big fan of this card. Alright, now we're getting into our top 10 players in MLB The Show Diamond Dynasty. At the number 10 spot, it's going to be a surprise to a lot of you guys, but I have DeGrom. DeGrom is a beast, man. I don't know what to say. I think he is one of the best starting pitchers in the game. He shoves. He absolutely shoves. 13-5 on my team in 83 innings. I know he's got a 5 ERA, but at this point in the game in Diamond Dynasty, it is hard to get guys out, and he does it very, very well. He's had a lot of games where he's just absolutely shoved for me. So Jacob deGrom deserves a 10 spot. He's been an animal since the beginning, and I think this guy is great. I'm not going to really just apologize for it. He's a dog. He's an absolute dog. At the number 9 spot today, we have a really good card, and this is Manny Machado. Manny Machado, I think, is just so good. Since I got his Prestige, honestly, I've been slumping with him, but he's a great card. I raked with his normal version. The dude's an animal. He's just all out good. 99 fielding, and you just look at those stats. I mean, this card is filthy. He's my 3-hole hitter. I'm gonna get hot with him soon. Manny Machado, he's a beast. He definitely deserves to make this list at the number 9 spot today. At the number 8 spot today, we actually have Trevor Bauer. I think he's the best starting pitcher in the game. I'm a little bit biased. He's 20-12, and I know you're like, he has a 7.1 ERA. He's gotten shelled in event games, I'm not gonna lie. On All-Star, he's terrible. On Hall of Fame and Legend, this guy is filthy. One thing that I've said all year is his cutter is different than literally any other pitch in the game. I haven't seen Trevor Bauer's pitch mix. Like, he just throws everything different. You know, if I could add anything, I'd add a changeup. But that cutter is disgusting. There's no cutter in the game that has the differential from 4-seamer at 97 to cutter at 88. And for that reason alone, Trevor Bauer shoves. He's been a beast for me, and I had to put him at the 8th spot today. At the number 7 spot today, we actually have a card that I don't have, but it's Chipper Jones. I do think Chipper Jones is the best third baseman in the game. I think he deserves it. He's just a beast, and he has the best swing in the game. Chipper Jones always has an amazing swing. The only thing about Chipper Jones is he's incredibly hard to get. 504 buy orders for 1,000,000 stubs. People aren't going to get Chipper Jones probably ever, because this game's going to probably die out before there are 504 Chipper Jones sold. But Chipper Jones, he's a beast, he's a dog. He definitely deserved to make this list as the best third base in the game, and that's why he's at the 7th spot today. At the number 6 spot today, we got Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger rakes. He's hitting 406 for me with 43 tanks. The dude is an animal. He's my cleanup hitter. I don't know what to say other than this man is a freaking animal. He just hits bombs. He can play first for you. He can play right. He plays right for me. He's got a 99 arm and 90 fielding and right, which does the job. I'm a big fan of Babe Ruth, so that's why he is where he is. So I actually have Cody Bellinger. He's a dog. Cody Bellinger, one of the best players in Diamond Dynasty. I wanted to put him a little bit higher, but I think the 6th spot fits him. I just think there are a couple outfielders that are a little bit better than him. At the number 5 spot today, we have Mickey Mantle. Now, the only reason Mickey Mantle isn't on my team is because I have slumped so hard with this guy, but he is still an in-game center fielder. I think he's one of the best center fielders in the game. The fact is I just slumped with him. He's hitting 307 for me, and I can't hit with him lately. He used to be hitting like 400, so I had to take him out. I put Trout in center, and that's just how it is. But this guy, honestly, he could be a lot higher on the list. It's just he's been so bad for me, so that's why I put him there. At the number 4 spot today, we got Mike Trout. Now, Mike Trout is a dog. I'm not going to take anything away from this guy. He is hitting 331. He's hit 74 tanks for me and 600 ABs. This guy is just an animal. He just hits taters. I don't know what to say. Mike Trout, he drops bombs. He lets it eat. I think he deserves to be at the number 4 spot today. I think he is the 2nd best outfielder in this game. I don't know what it is. He's just an absolute beast. And the thing about him is that he's really, really good. And he's just good everywhere. You know, 94 fielding. Once I finally get him prestiged, I might put him in right or left. And then maybe take Soto out. But I don't want to take Soto out because he is a dog. At the number 3 spot today, now the reason he is so high on my list is because you gotta have someone on your pitching staff that you can just rely on. And for me this year, that has been Rich Gossage. Now, Rich Gossage, lately he's been getting shelled, I'm not gonna lie, but he is a beast. He's got a 4 or 5 year raise, throwing 53 innings for me, and the dude's just a beast. 61 Ks and 53 innings pitched with basically below a 1 whip. He's got a 1.14 whip, which is pretty good. Rich Gossage, he's so lights out for me. The outlier heater, the pretty much max per nines, the slurve, the changeup, the accuracy, he's just the best pitcher in the game in my opinion. I like being able to go to someone in clutch situations. Rich Gossage has been that guy to come in when it's a 5-5 ball game and I need a hold, and so that's why I put him at the 3 spot, is just because I am a big fan of Rich Gossage. I think he deserves to be up here, and I think he's an animal. At the number 2 spot today, you guys probably guessed it, but it's none other than Juan Soto. Now, Juan freaking Soto, this guy rakes. I know that a lot of you guys are going to be like, he plays terrible defense, might be. How is he this high? Now, the reason that Juan Soto is number 2 on this list is because he's hitting 357 with 11 bombs on his prestige card, and his other card was even more nuts. It was filthy. I think that, yeah, I hit 421 with Juan Soto's regular 99 before I got a prestige. Honestly, it's crazy to say that I am slumping with Soto, and I am hitting 350. I've never seen a card in MLB The Show that rakes as much as Juan Soto. I don't care about the defense, man. You can't argue with the stats. He just flat out rakes, and I want to take him out of the outfield and put in someone like Mickey Mantle. But I cannot take out Soto when he hits as well as he does. I need those ABs. I need those base knocks. So that's why Soto's at the number 2 spot today, because the man, he just hits. I don't know what to say. At the number 1 spot today, the best card in Diamond Dynasty statistically it's gotta be Willie Mays. I mean, I gotta put him at number 1. He is just good in every aspect of the game. There's nothing that he isn't good at. He's selling for 1 million stubs. He deserves it. He is good at every part of the game. When I face his card, it's always a bomb. He rakes. I haven't used him this year. I used him last year. He was disgusting. And I used him all year last year. I'm not even going to get him this year. But Willie Mays is the best card in Diamond Dynasty in my opinion, because I think he's just flat out rakes. I don't know what to say other than the man is a dog. And he hits baseballs. He fields baseballs. He's one of the best defensive center fielders in the game. That 94 speed really helps out in center. So I think Willie Mays is the best card in MLB The Show 20. Alright boys, I know this can sometimes be a little bit controversial, so I wanted to say, let me know down in the comment section below who you guys think should be ranked higher in the list, who you guys think should be put lower in the list. If I missed anyone, let me know down in the comment section below. As always, if you guys hit that like and sub button, I'd really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys for making it in the video, and might be out.